Here we are once again, 4 quarters with Coach Mark Mandell, preeminent Western Wayne criminal defense attorney. Coach, I know there's times when your players come to you and they have to confess things. They ate too much, they didn't exercise, or they don't know the plays. So I come to you and say, Coach Mandell, I drank too much that night. I got in my car and I shouldn't have. I got popped. How can you help me?
Well, the majority of cases that do relate with drunk driving, that's exactly what happens, Paul. And I like to refer to it as damage control. So the moment we come in, aside from looking into the case on the legal technicalities and all of that, if in fact you are guilty of drunk driving, the #1 goal is to keep you out of jail and minimize the sentencing, all right? And work out some type of deal with the prosecutor's office that puts you in those positions that you're not going to jail and that you're not losing your driver's license, and also put you in a place in front of the judge, because ultimately you're going to be put in front of the judge for sentencing, where in essence he doesn't toss the book at you. So I would like to refer to that as damage control.
How do you go about doing that?
Well, first and foremost, when somebody comes in, I'm going to ask them what happened, what occurred. Once we go to court, we're going to ask for the police report, and we're going to aggressively look at that police report to see if there's any legal technicalities to make sure that your rights were protected in the matter. If there are not, all right, we're going to look at it also from what's the best potential deal we can work with the prosecutor to mitigate the damages so you can move forward and go from there.
Give me some examples of damage control efforts that you've done successfully.
Well, #1, damage control is drunk driving is a criminal offense that you could go to jail. So the #1 goal is to make sure nobody goes to jail. #2 goal from that point is to make sure that if in fact there's an alcohol problem, we put you in a position in front of the judge that we're being proactive, whether that be through counseling, AA, therapy, any help you may need. So if you're put in that situation where we do want to work out the best deal to help you out and put you in that same position in front of the judge, it's very important that you're proactive, not waiting for the judge to sentence you. You want to start doing things that the court would probably order. And often, Paul, when people come into my office, they do have issues with alcohol or albeit substance abuse. And, a big role I play in that is helping them get the counseling and helping them through it.
Thanks, Coach Mandell. This is Bohn at Fausone Bohn, wrapping up with 4 quarters with Coach Mark Mandell.